Welcome to Black and Red Talks, your daily dose of AC Milan news. After 27 matches in the 2024 by 2025 Serie A season, AC Milan is experiencing its toughest run since the 2020 by 21 campaign. Looking further back, the 2019 by 20 season was even more challenging for the Rossoneri. Let's hope for a turnaround soon. Conceicao has been confirmed to lead AC Milan until the end of the season despite recent setbacks, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The club's directive is clear: secure European competition for next year, ideally by clinching the Coppa Italia, adding to the Supercoppa Italiana victory. A summer departure seems almost inevitable. Jerry Cardinale, influenced by Zlatan Ibrahimovic, has decided on AC Milan's new sporting director. Leading the race is Igli, formerly of Lazio, beating out Fabio Paratici. Tare's official announcement is expected by March. He'll be tasked with building next season's team and picking a new coach. AC Milan's transfer strategy is making waves. The club is set on parting ways with French left-back Theo Hernandez, unless he insists on staying until his contract ends in 2026. As for Rafael Leao, the situation is more fluid. Although his contract runs until 2028, the club will consider offers. So far, an offer from Saudi Arabia was made, but Leao turned it down flatly. Stay tuned for the next moves on these two-star players. Big news from Milan as Reijnders extends his stay, but he's not alone. Maignan and Christian Pulisic are also set to renew their contracts soon. Both will sign until 2028, with an option for 2029. Maignan will earn $5M plus bonuses, while Pulisic gets $5M including bonuses. Stick around for more. Milan's got exciting changes on the horizon. As they scout for a new sporting director, with Igli leading the race, the search for a new head coach is also underway. Despite Conceicao's possible Coppa Italia win, he's on his way out. Gazzetta tips Fabregas, Allegri, and Sarri as frontrunners, while Corriere bets on De Zerbi and Allegri. Stay tuned, as the coming weeks will be crucial. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, Jerry Cardinale, encouraged by Zlatan Ibrahimovic, has decided on AC Milan's new sporting director. Leading the race is Igli, former Lazio director, outpacing Fabio Paratici. Official appointment expected by March. Tare's tasked with team building and selecting the new coach. Roma's victory over Como, paired with Milan's home defeat to Lazio, has catapulted them past the Rossoneri in the standings. Roma now boasts 43 points to Milan's 41. Back in late December, Milan led by 7 points. In just 9 matches, Roma has swung the momentum, gaining 9 points on Milan. After parting ways with Paulo Fonseca in December, following a 1-1 draw against Roma, AC Milan was 7th in the standings. Fast forward to the 27th match day under coach Conceicao, the team is now in 9th place with 41 points, trailing 4th place by potentially 11 points if Juventus wins tonight. Coach Conceicao is concerned about Maignan's weight, affecting his agility in goal. According to La Repubblica, the French goalkeeper could have done better against Lazio's Marusic. He's not alone, as several Milan players weigh over 90 kilograms, hinting at a broader issue. AC Milan is on the hunt for a new sporting director, and Igli is reportedly the frontrunner, according to La Repubblica. Formerly with Lazio, Tare edges out Paratici and others because he's more affordable at around $1M, speaks 6 languages, and is a globetrotter in search of talent. His approach? Focus less on algorithms and stats, more on finding the right fit through games and conversations. Chaos at AC Milan. Let's dive into potential transfer market scenarios. Players like Jovic, Woes, Terracciano, and Florenzi might be sidelined. Tomori and Emerson Royal could be on their way out, and Theo may conclude his stint. Returns are expected from Abraham and Joao Felix on loan, with Saelemaekers heading back too. it's shaping up to be a sizzling summer. Igli Tare looks like the frontrunner for AC Milan's sporting director role, recommended by Jorge Mendes. Known for his success at Lazio, including a second-place finish with Sarri in 2022 by 2023, Tare might never work with Sarri here due to past tensions. Keep an eye on Massimiliano Allegri, whom Tare considers the top Italian coach. In just 2 weeks, AC Milan exited the Champions League and jeopardized their league position for 4th place. However, the season's not over yet. The Rossoneri are gearing up to give their all in the Coppa Italia and remaining league matches. The Buzz, Conceicao aims to end the season on a high note with a Coppa Italia win, a trophy missing since 2003. Triumphing would also secure a Europa League spot, though they can still achieve that through league standings. Jeffrey Moncada's contract with AC Milan is set to expire on June 30th, 2024. With a new sporting director, likely Tare, on the horizon, what's next for Moncada? According to reports, his contract will be renewed, shifting him back to a primary focus on scouting within the transfer team. AC Milan is still weighing options for their director of sports, with Fabio Paratici still in the running, according to Il Corriere della Sera. The former Juventus exec has offers to remain at Tottenham or join a La Liga team. His partnership with Conte could reignite past successes. The new stadium project for Milan and San Donato might be off the table if the new San Siro plan proceeds smoothly. If this happens, rumors suggest repurposing the San Donato site as the new location for the Vismara Youth Academy. This update was shared by Il Corriere della Sera following today's presentation of the Nuovo San Siro by both Inter and Milan. Former Lazio executive Igli Tare is a top contender for AC Milan's new sporting director role. A few months ago, he hinted at his interest in the Rossoneri on DAZN. Tare created a 11 future Italian stars lineup, featuring Milan talents like Martinelli, Savona, Gomuzzo, and Leone. AC Milan is on the brink of choosing a new sporting director, with Igli Tare and Fabio Paratici leading the race. Tare, formerly of Lazio, is the frontrunner, but Paratici remains in contention. According to Corriere dello Sport, the decision is expected by the week's end to plan the club's future effectively. It's been 7 years since the passing of former AC Milan player Davide Astori. Remembering that somber day, the Rossoneri honored him on social media, stating, "A day we cannot forget. Your memory will never fade. Ciao, Davide." AC Milan is set to pick a new sporting director by the end of the week to start planning for next season. If the choice is Igli Tare, Cesc Fabregas could be considered for a coaching role. Tare, the former Lazio director, is a fan of Fabregas, and the club has had past contact with him, according to La Repubblica. Ticket sales for the Milan-Inter derby, the first leg of the Coppa Italia semifinals on April 2nd, are currently paused. New sales details are expected this afternoon, likely offering season ticket holders the chance to keep their usual seats. Stay tuned for updates from the club. By the end of this week, AC Milan is expected to pick a new sporting director to kickstart planning for next season. Igli Tare is a frontrunner, and if chosen, there's buzz about considering Cesc Fabregas for the coaching role. Tare is known to admire Fabregas, and Milan previously initiated contact. Another name in the mix is Vincenzo Italiano, but it appears the club is favoring a tactician. Following their protest during the Milan-Lazio match, Curva took to Instagram, targeting the American owners once again. This time, they're criticizing some of the recent jerseys for not respecting AC Milan's traditions and history, calling them obscenities from the US owners. In a nail-biting climax to the Milan-Lazio match, a last-minute penalty decision turned the tide. Maignan's tackle on Isaacson was reviewed and deemed a penalty. At 98 minutes, Pedro scored, marking the latest goal conceded by Milan in 20 Serie seasons, as noted by Opta on X. Yesterday, in the Roma Como match, Alexis Saelemaekers scored to level the game at 1-1. That brings him to 6 goals for the 2024 by 2025 season. With AC Milan only seeing Reijnders scoring more than Saelemaekers, fans are starting to feel the sting of letting him go. AC Milan is on the hunt for a new sporting director, with Igli Tare emerging as the frontrunner, according to La Repubblica. Previously with Lazio, Tare is preferred over Paratici and others due to his lower salary expectation of about $1. Widely traveled and multilingual, he focuses on finding players who fit the team rather than relying heavily on stats. Coach Conceicao has some concerns about Maignan's weight, believing it might be affecting his agility in goal. According to La Repubblica, Maignan's recent performances, like the game against Lazio where he struggled with Marusic's shot, could be linked to this issue. And it's not just Maignan, as several squad members reportedly exceed 90 kilos, raising fitness questions. Big update on San Siro's future. Milan and Inter presented their purchase plan to the city, aiming to buy San Siro, surrounding areas, and construction permits. It's a hefty document over 200 pages. Milan CEO Scaroni calls it a major step forward. Stay excited for what's next. AC Milan is quite annoyed with the referees. According to Corriere della Sera, that penalty given by VAR in the 98th minute didn't sit well with the club, even if officials deemed it correct. Milan is calmly calling for more precise officiating moving forward. Igli Tare is on the brink of becoming AC Milan's new sporting director and already has coaching picks lined up. He's interested in Fabregas, with whom Milan has touched base, and Italiano is another candidate. The focus is on a dynamic, attack-minded coach, not Sarri, as Tare isn't on good terms with him. According to Repubblica, former Lazio director Igli Tare is set to become AC Milan's new sporting director. Interestingly, Tare is a longtime Milan fan, thanks to his admiration for Sacchi. In 2019, Maldini tried to bring him to Milan, but Tare had just renewed his contract with Lazio and turned down the opportunity. Sergio Conceicao, AC Milan's coach, is taken aback by the locker room's professionalism, reports Repubblica. Players undergo daily weigh-ins and monitor sleep quality, but results often disappoint. Conceicao anticipated a higher standard. The coming months will be crucial to determine who stays at Milanello. According to Corriere della Sera, AC Milan is gearing up for a summer shake-up. Big names like Theo, Leao, and Maignan might be on the move, as no spots are safe. Uncertainties loom for loan players like João Felix and Abraham. Milan plans to rebuild around a few reliable players, such as Tijani Reijnders. After the nail-biting clash at San Siro, where AC Milan faced a 2-1 defeat to Lazio, big news hit the Rossoneri camp. Our star goalkeeper Maignan received a 1-match suspension for disrespecting the referee post-game. Marco Sportiello will step up against Lecce. According to reports, there's a solid plan for the new San Siro, a crucial topic for both Milan and Inter. The goal is to kick off construction in 2027 and wrap up by 2030. The stadium will host around 71,500 fans, including 13,000 premium seats, with an investment exceeding $1 billion. Milan's captain Maignan is out for the next match against Lecce due to a suspension. Joining him on the sidelines is Serbian defender Pavlovic, who was sent off in the game against Lazio for a foul deemed to deny a clear scoring opportunity. AC Milan faced a tough loss to Lazio on Sunday evening, falling 1-2. Now all focus shifts to a crucial away match against Lecce, with 3 vital points up for grabs. Good news for fans. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Alessandro Florenzi are set to rejoin training next week as they wrap up their rehab. AC Milan faced a tough loss against Lazio, 1-2, making their season's end even more challenging. In response, Redbird's top man, Cardinali, is expected at Milanello soon to meet the team and management. A meeting with coach Sergio Conceicao is also likely on the agenda. Today, AC Milan and Inter received significant updates on the ongoing legal matters concerning their hardcore fan sections. The two clubs, along with Serie, have been recognized as civil parties in the Milan trial involving 16 individuals. These include former leaders of the San Siro supporter groups arrested during a major police operation in September. Key figures on trial are linked to various illegal activities like assaults and extortions. Notably, among the accused are prominent leaders from both clubs' fan bases. As the proceedings unfold, there's anticipation over potential civil claims and further developments, especially in associated cases involving additional arrested ultras earlier this year. AC Milan suffered a 2-1 defeat to Lazio on Sunday night. Up next, they're hitting the road to face Lecce on Saturday at 6 o'clock, battling against relegation. Meanwhile, great news for fans. Alessandro Florenzi is set to rejoin team training early next week. AC Milan's journey through the Coppa Italia continues, and now they're set for a thrilling semi-final clash against Inter. Mark your calendars. The first leg is at our home, Wednesday, April 2, 9 p.m. Tickets are available at Casa Milan via booking.acmilan.com and via ticket outlets. Here's the scoop on how to grab your seats. Season ticket holders, snag your own spot from 12 p.m. March 7 to 11:59 p.m. March 9, except for those in the second green section. If you're in second green, your chance is on March 10. All season ticket holders can get 2 tickets March 11. Milan Club members get 2 tickets March 12. CRN card holders can book up to 2 tickets March 13-14 if seats remain. General sales kick off March 14 at 5 p.m. if tickets are still available. Ticket prices start at €39 for season ticket holders and CRN cards, going up to €44 for general sales. Note, no ticket name changes for this match. Buckle up for an epic showdown San Siro is calling. AC Milan is reportedly reviewing coaching options amid potential separation from Sergio Conceicao. The intriguing possibility of Max Allegri returning to Milan is being considered. Allegri previously led Milan to a Serie A title and an Italian Super Cup victory, making him a nostalgic yet complex option for the club. The new Milan stadium plan in San Donato might be on hold. If the new San Siro project progresses smoothly, San Donato could host Vismara's youth center instead. Today, both Inter and Milan unveiled their plans for the new San Siro, reports Il Corriere della Sera. After AC Milan's tough 2-1 loss to Lazio and Juventus' victory over Verona, here's the updated Serie standings. Inter leads with 58 points, followed by Napoli at 57, and Atalanta with 55. Milan now sits in 9th place with 41 points. Up next, key matches for Milan to reclaim the top spots.